Sponsored by Local 183, Mayuna, feel the power.
I've worked in construction for 40 years. I am, and always will be, Leuna.
Merhaba değerli seyirciler. Yeni bir günde yine sizinle birlikteyiz. Her zamanki gibi. Rojbaş, dembaş, temaşvane heyecan. Me haftayı çu ser Halepçe programek pır hoş çekir. Havale me Nevzat Keskin jimera amade kiri bu. Gelek bir kıymet bu. Unzanın dimarçe de Hunmişe Saddam Hüseyin gelek Kürt kuşt. Jibovici ev program temaşa bikin. Mecbura gotu bu haftaya se روز همه بکن لی امسه روز دکن هفته نکات دم کنده دناو مه کی دم هذا إن شاء الله أمه استوديو خو بکن و أمه وشان أخو هر روز بکن هر روز ساعتك لی دوره ام دخوازن و هیچی زیاده بکن نجبو تنه جبو ما ام دخوازن جبو گل دناجی وشان تلویزیونه بکن. Değerli arkadaşlar, size söylemiştik. Biz haftada 3 gün birer saat yayın yapacağımızı. Onu şu anda başardık. Her hafta 3 saat yayınımız var. Hatta önümüzdeki hafta, geçen hafta Halepçe ile ilgili çok ciddi bir program yaptık. Önümüzdeki hafta sanıyorum pazartesi yayına yetişecek veya salı günü çok değerli bir doktor arkadaşımızla, Kürdistanlı değerli bir doktor arkadaşımızla koronavirüsünü konuştuk. Onunla ilgili bir saate yakın bir program yaptık. Onu izleyeceksiniz. Herkesi ilgilendiriyor. Sağlık çok önemli. Şimdi bizim yeni ekibimiz gittikçe genişliyor ve yeni insanlar katılıyor. Bunun yanında işte Elizabeth bize katıldı. Kendisini selamlıyoruz. Welcome to Elizabeth.
Thank you.
Elizabeth bundan sonra bize değişik programlar sunacak, müzik programları sunacak ve Mitanni TV'ye bağlı olarak çalışacak. Aynı zamanda yeni bir kuruluşumuz olan TV de onunla belki onun programını o program üstünde yapacağız. Yani ana tema Mitanni TV olacak. Onun altında da değişik şovlar olacak. Bizi takip etmeye devam ederseniz İnanın çok eğlenceli, çok düşündürücü ve yarına daha güvenli adım atacağınız kararlar alacaksınız. Bunu ne için mi söylüyoruz? Çünkü her gün yeni bir gündür. Her gün yeni bir yaşamdır. Ve her gün biz Tanrı'nın ışığından güç almalıyız. O gücü aldığımız ölçüde, o güçle geliştiğimiz ölçüde biz daha iyi var olacağız. Şimdi sözü Elizabeth'e ele bırakacağım. Bakayım o nasıl bir program sunacak. Çünkü onun ilk deneyimi olacak. Daha önce de size söylemiştim zaten. Biz burayı bir okula çevireceğiz. Belki şu anda Türkiye'liler, Kürdistanlılar çok ilgi göstermiyor buna ama yarın geç olmadan herkes ilgi gösterse, gençlerini buraya gönderse onlara çok daha iyi bir gelecek hazırlayabileceğimize inanıyorum. Hep beraber gençleri kucaklamalıyız. Evet. Yes Allah, now is your time.
Oh, thank you.
Today you are boss.
Thank you so very much, and what an honor to interview this very talented, gifted, and courageous man, Mr. Miryan. And yes, you are not only the producer of Mitanni TV show, but you also are the publisher of C News magazine, very nicely published. Can you tell us a little bit about this publication?
CNews actually 15 years is published with Canada, and for Kurdish and Turkish community center. For every community, because I go to Armenian people, Indian people, and many professor or doctor, different people I make it interview. This is Canada, you know, is multicultural,
Yes.
very nice, beautiful country. That's why I like if new immigration coming here, immigration people, as I like show the Canada, because many people doesn't know about Canada, just see the with advertiser, but is real life not the same. Somebody have to help people for come here. I try to help people, and I believe 15 years I do it very nice thing for people know now Kurdish culture, know about Middle East culture, about Persian, Turkish, Armenian, Greek, because I put every culture, and I like every people. I like help the people. That's why 15 years I do this job as volunteer.
15 years, that's a long time. And Bastards, this here, stand up here. What is it all about?
This is about one woman. Woman, he's have one boyfriend, but boyfriend he's married.
Oh.
He doesn't say I am married. He's play with girl after she's taken pregnant.
Wow.
And my culture, if some woman take it pregnant, is have to kill him, because not like Canada or not like the other democratic station and the world. And my culture is very power. As girl before married can do it any sex or any different thing. Now little bit changing, but this about one girl is he's taken pregnant. He's got one thing. He have to born the baby, and think everything about life, about his life, and talk to with God. This story about this one, and every time I write about now, mostly about children, about women.
Oh, how nice. And it is monthly publication, as I see, yes?
Which one?
This
This is every month I write 2-3 articles, one for CNews, and 2 I write out Europe, one MMC, and the other one Mesopotamia 24. Every week I write for Mesopotamia 24. He's big Kurdish media, and with publishing with internet, and I write as this one too.
Oh,
And volunteers, like every time.
Oh, you never stop to amaze me.
Yeah.
Very nice. And also here I have a beautiful book, very nicely published, My Given Promise. And this book is written by you, yes?
Yeah, this one I read 1987, with I am with Turkey, before second time I go to jail. This one about Diyarbakir, Ahmed prison, as this time as soldier, and have the fascist dictator, yeah, with Turkey, and make it very, very bad situation with every people, Kurdish, Turkish, Armenian, and Assyrian, Yazidi, and Greek, with every people do it, kill Kurdish people and the other country people. It's because he's fascist. He doesn't like any people talk to his language. He doesn't like any people make it life with his language, with his culture. This is make it for people, life make it worse. That's why I got out I give the Muslim Dogan, his Kurdish leader, he died with prison. I am child with 15 years old if I am with prison. I give him promise. I said I have to write book if I have to go outside. Love. Every my friend love because everybody know I don't like with write. I don't like with read any book. Just I like different thing. Just little bit poem, and that's why. And nobody believe. But I learn everything. I read these books, and another 6 books is published with Turkey, and go to be a little bit famous actually about with Kurdistan. And I publish it. I work with 3-4 different newspaper, Kurdish newspaper, and publishing is before monthly, after weekly, bi-weekly, and daily. But after I go to jail again.
Wow. That's what a horrible youth you had. Yes. Here it is, like, I'm gonna read a few lines of this book. The fear of a government was like the fear of being punished by God to him, as it was eating him up inside until he met the sacred revolutionists fighting against the police government built system. Wow, very powerful. And you in depth described your life and experiences in jail.
Actually, I do this life. I do write this life with 1 million, maybe 1 minute. Honestly, this story nothing. But I don't like write it's people very scared. The Hitler, what he do with Germany, with Jewish people, the same Turkish government before do it with Armenian and Kurdish, Assyrian people, and Yazidi Kurdish and Alawi Kurdish. After that one, just do it with Kurdish people. Because he's killed the other one, everybody's run. More than 150 million Armenian people die, and more than 300,000 Greek people die, and more than 100,000 Syriani people die, Asuri people die, and like this government, like just for have to kill the people and put the jail, because he say you can, your life have to be Turkish life, have to be my language, my thing. You can't say I am Kurdish, I am Armenian, or I am every different kind of nationality. Why? I am not Turkish. I am poor Kurdish. You are Polish. Where are you from? Scotland. And my friend have to hear one moment Mexican, and the other one Persian, or the other one have to Portugal, have Brazilian people. This is multicultural and democratic. Everybody can take it his fly. Now I make it a language. My 15 year I do it, my newspaper, Kurdish, Turkish, English, and nobody say why you do it Kurdish, Turkish, English, or any language. I put the Armenian language, I put the Greek language, sometimes I put the Persian language, just for Turkey people and for Kurdistan people, see what is going on. Life, not like you see the Middle Eastern. Because you are very behind Europe, very behind the United States or Canada. Why? And first culture and come up with Mesopotamia. And Bible say, everybody if read Bible, he can see the names at the Mesopotamia. Mesopotamia is Kurdistan.
Wow. That's something I didn't know before, but thanks for letting us know. And yes, yeah, and this picture, very shocking picture on this book, what it is. From what I read, you experienced a lot of torture and you saw torture in jail. That must be horrible to have that even in your memories.
Every time I have a memory about this one, actually, because you can forget. Honestly, I am with jail before I said, yeah, if I have to go out, first I have to buy gun. Every soldier make it soldier to me, I have to make it the same with him or kill him. Sometimes I talk to my big brother, big friend. He said, no. Why I said? He said, do it everything. He said, you can't kill the people. You can't touch the people because this is not right. If you do it, you have to be the same because he's fascist like you be him like he's the same. You have to be help the people. This every people sick, not normal people. Normal people can kill the people. Normal people can touch the people. That's why now I try to help everybody. Every time if somebody come my door, lock my door, or somebody come asking something, if I can do it, do it. If I can do it, I pray for him.
How nice of you.
That's all. Everybody have to do this because you have one life. You don't have 100 life.
That's true. Yes. So that took me to your TV show, Mitanni TV show, and I like your line when you're starting your show.
Thank you so much.
New day, new life, new power.
Yes.
And where that line came from and what it means to you.
Now, in the jail, every day you have to torture. Every day somebody punch you. Every time you don't have enough food. I know 40 days, just every people one spoon food. And don't have water and rain coming, would drop it little bit, would take it something with water. Every people take it just one spoon as water. But if talk to each other, believe me, everybody right now. But you can be die. This time, with the jail, the 1 year died 240 something people. And more than 100,000 people take it sick.
Yeah.
Different.
No surprise.
Yeah, take it sick. That's why every time, if you wake up, because you sleep, you see torture too. You can sleep, relax. You can relax. Sometime, and 40 people just put the 4 meter like this, 40 people. You have to make it hand here, or like just here, because you can be move.
How long did you stay in jail for in conditions like that?
This 3 years, 5 months or 6 months, something like that.
Just to imagine to survive 1 day like that and 3 years.
After you write, you think what you have to survive your life. But one day I remember memory coming with me. Every day, if first my son born after jail, I see my son born, I said, every day new day.
How beautiful.
New life, and you have to take it for your family, for people, new power. That's why I said every time, new day, new life, and new power. Now, for power for Launa, one local 183.
family.
This is our life.
And we are Liuna.
I just started my training, and I am Liuna.
I've worked in construction for 40 years. I am, and always will be, Liuna.
Yes, hello again. Mr. Peter Maders, my guitarist, and I call him the guitars in the house. We're gonna sing a song that is gonna be appropriate for Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's and happy Family Day to everyone. And as Mr. Mirya said about new day, new life, new power, talking that Valentine's is a day to remind us to be kind and to love each and every one of us every single day, and be kind each and every day, not only on Valentine's Day. So happy, happy reminder to love always. The song, it calls Can't Help Falling in Love.
But I can't help falling in love with you. Shall I stay? Would it be a sin if I can't help falling in love with you? Like a river flows surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be. Take my hand, take my whole life too.
Bravo.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yes, now what you have to want, no question.
Oh, yes. So, from what I see, the so many years in jail didn't stop you from putting your life in action, and you are really, really active in spreading the words and spreading the truth. So can you tell us more about that?
Now, every Middle East actually is Turkey. Everywhere have the dictatoria. And dictatoria doesn't like people talk, doesn't like tell the truth. Every people hungry, every people need job, every people need life, but nobody can take it. Some do it about politics, like soldier. Some do it dictatorial, name is Islamic. And some make it like Iran, Shia Islamic. But nobody Islamic. First, if you have to be something, you have to be man or woman. You have to be humanoid. Everybody look to God. Just think about this one. See the animal's life. Very freedom, no?
Yes.
Animals is freedom. Why God doesn't give the people freedom? Because God knows if give the freedom, give the people, just people have to kill each other. Because this mind, like computer, you if look to computer media, you can give the very good thing, look very good word or thing, and you can look the very bad too. You can look to how you smoke marijuana, how you can make it drug, or how to make it kill people, how to make it a gun. This everything would there, like knife. Knife you do salad, you cut meat. Knife is very nice, but if knife you put here for kill the people, this is got a weapon.
Yeah, that's true.
That's why somebody have to say stop. I know I can maybe stop the Turkish soldier or Turkish fascism. I can stop the Iran fascism. I can stop the maybe every Middle East fascism. But this is my life. I can fighting. Now I come Canada. I can be beautiful life too. But somebody have to fight. Somebody have to help the people. Somebody have to show the new generation. Like you have to show, this is apple, this is oranges, this is avocado. You have to show by one show. But many people see, you like eat everything, no? How the nice color. You have black, you have red, and you are white. He's have blue, you have black, and many different colors. I have blue. The other one have every different color. For if like you go to my pharmacy, if one flower, you can understand everything, just one flower. 1 day, 2 days, you can see the flower, that's all. After you punch the one flower. If many flower, oh, you said very nice. You go to somewhere, you see a flower. You see is bird. Yeah. You see is different animals. Oh, you take it energy, nice energy. This is, people have to know, if everybody use his culture, if everybody with life, go to with language, with culture, as men, or you have to work perfect. Like, just look to Canada. How many different people have it?
Yes.
I know just with school, more than 300 different language have it. And Canadian government give the every people, if doesn't know English, go to interview. You can take it interview for hospital, you can take it for welfare, you can take it for lawyer, you can take it for court. What you want is give it to you. Because he is multicultural. If multicultural, you have to do with every people happy. If every people happy, why kill each other? That's why, please, if somebody listen to me, just think about this one. If you help people, God help you too. You have to help the children, God help you too. With Kurdistan, maybe more than 1 million kids don't have father, don't have mother, because as Turkish government killed the father and mother. The same Persian government, the same do it. Saddam Hussein, the same do it. They help Kurdish people, help African people, help Somali people. But if people hungry, if you are talk, this is not right. That's why it's very important thing. If you can help there, you can help here. You can take it one people, take it welfare. One people take it hospital. Because if for interview, one people go there, he take it with government money. He said, this government money, little one, you have to give me $100 or $150. This is his job. I don't say anything about job. But with people take it welfare, new generation, come new one here, he just have food for rent. Don't have enough food for eat. For food, you have to go to food bank. If you go somebody, we take it with welfare or hospital or school, you make it happy. If you buy something like toys, take it, give to his small children, you see his eyes, how they look.
Yes. Yes.
This is my life.
Oh, how beautiful. Yes. So it's beautiful that out of such experience being in jail, you didn't develop hate, but love, which is,
this is
about for you.
Love is very important because if you heat kill you.
Mm-hmm.
Before I am hungry, I am very hungry, I swear the people, I do it everything. But this doesn't go through. Now I swear too, but if I swear, people like my swear.
Who doesn't?
Yeah, because not sweat like angry, like lovely. Your life have to go, you have to change. But you miss something after you understand. If you didn't miss something, very hard. I say people, don't miss something, learn now. That's why, and love each other. Before that one, first you have to love yourself. If you're inside, before you do something bad, you can play, but you can be love. You can be love yourself. If you have peace with your body, with your memory, with your heart, you can love everybody.
So are these the strengths that help you to survive the years in jail?
Of
What
course,
really
not
helped you?
just for jail, not just this one. Honestly, is big. I have my big, everything. My big brother, I say, is a very, very nice guy. This generation and perfect guy, because just everybody is there, come for people, not for himself. He's fighting for people. He's talking for his people. He's writing for his people. He's not about money. He's put the life for people, for his people, for freedom. Because 4 parts Kurdistan and colony.
And who is that brother that you call him brother?
And my brother, as every partisan, every writer, every guerrilla, every Kurdistan people, every people come in the jail for the situation, everything my brother. Okay. Because I am 15 years old, but the other one more than bigger than me. And he survived me. He helped me so much.
How beautiful.
I go to in the jail and small jail, I don't go to big thing, and never ever Turkish government say I do it. Mm-hmm. If I do it something, not with my heart. For everybody do it, I do it, but not with my heart. But everybody help each other.
That's beautiful.
Now, the same generation, something within the mountain, still fighting with Turkish government, still fighting with Persian government, still fighting with Syria, with ISIS, still fighting. And some, like me, is here, still fighting. And Europe, the same. Because, and this generation, no, have to be something change. Life doesn't go like this. Somebody is very, very rich, very, very beautiful life, as somebody is very poor and don't have eat. You know McDonald's, if you every people go to McDonald's, eat the McDonald's, if this food you put the garbage, you don't put the garbage, you save this money you save, you can, one country, you can give to one country, its children doesn't die for food. Many African people and many Kurdistan religion have to not have the food. And Kurdistan is a beautiful country. Have oil, have gold, have a crown. What you want, have for animals, beautiful mountain, and there is ground is very nice for food. Mm-hmm. Everything have it, beautiful. But you can use it your land.
Yes, of course.
If doesn't need you speak your language, doesn't need you just, your life is with your culture have it. Think about tree. Tree is here. If you take it, this one here, you put it here, you doesn't know this grow up again or not, because it's changing, and culture the same.
Yes.
That's why many people is here, come here, and his culture changing, his mentally changing, his life changing, and his culture don't go, his heart changing. Just think about money. If you think just about the money, believe me, you don't have life too.
Yeah, I agree with you.
You have to just see with one flyer or one bird on one kid, you have to be happy. If you can be happy like for that situation, you never ever be happy. Never ever. You can play like theater, like movie, but inside you can be happy.
Yeah, that's true. There are a lot of rich people who are not happy.
Yeah.
That's
now
true.
you have another thing?
Yes,
okay.
Yes. Why not? Okay. So we're gonna be probably singing a song about love to us. Yeah, so the next song we're gonna sing calls Pledging My Love. Forever, my darling, our life will be true. Always and forever, I love only you. Just promise me, darling, your love
love in return. May the fire in my soul, dear, forever burn. My heart at your command to call to love and care. Loving you is my desire, keeping you is my goal. I'll forever love you till the end of my days. I'll never part from you or your loving ways. Just promise me, darling, your love in return. May the fire in my soul, dear, forever burn. My heart at your command, dear, to hold, love, and to keep. Loving you is my desire, keeping you is my goal. I'll forever love you till the end of my days. I'll never part from you or your loving ways. Just promise me, darling, your love in return. May the fire in my soul, dear, forever burn. My heart at your command, dear, to hold, keep, and to love. Loving you is my desire, keeping you is my goal. I forever love you till the end of my days. I'll never part from you or your loving ways. Just promise me, darling, your love in return. May the fire in my soul, dear, forever burn. To love. Thank you.
Bravo. Yes. Now I have the one question.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh. That's not.
For the future, what you have to do with your show?
Oh, there is a lot I would like to do for my show. I like to call Rising Star or Rising Stars because there are a lot of stars among us, and I would like to bring them in the front of the camera and let them talk about themselves, their life and experiences, and just to be sure they're doing great. And yeah, so it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Lot of fun. That's good. I like fun. Every people like fun. Now, how many minutes I have it? I look it. I have too much. Okay.
You have too much time.
Now, last question.
Last question. It's just, how long have you been in Canada?
20 years.
20 years.
Yeah.
So that's wonderful because when you came back here, you didn't waste your time. You just put yourself at work, having the publications, publish the book, having your TV show.
Actually, I like text the Canada government because I have many, after jail, I have the many problem too.
Oh.
I make a accident, I have take it another many problem. But Canada government, like everybody, help me too. And that's one, after this one, how I can make it, just like I said, just volunteer. I do it newspaper job and my book, this is I write with 19083. First I take it books, I take it my hand, I go to Antep prison, is this city in Kurdistan. After I go to Ahmed prison, I give to people because nobody can took the book inside. I have to give to family, and the jail people's family. Mm-hmm. I said, this is for jail. I write it. I give them my promise for my every friend. But just this is the beginning. Just I start. And that's why as Canada the same. Actually Canada make it me little bit last job because about and your culture is, your people is very little, not too much. Like now, go to more than 100,000, but before I come here 20 years, maybe 10, 15,000 Kurdish people have it, or everything have different place, and some in Montreal, some Toronto, some London, some Vancouver, very different. That's why if I can be with Turkey or Europe, maybe I can now publishing 20 books, more than 20 books. Right now I have the 8 books. Each book is 500 page.
Oh, already published?
No, I have to because I like first translate it English. After I publish in English. After I publish Kurdish and Turkish. And this one, everything for kids and for women, actually with workplace. The worst place and workplace, like Kurdistan, Syria, Assyrian, Armenian, Greek, and all the national Indian, or everywhere, women and children tackle torture. I work, I write this one, I have maybe write more. Actually, children very important.
Yes,
Yeah.
indeed. And so wonderful of you to share all your experiences with all of us. And if someone like to buy this book, where
Free.
can we? Free? Yes.
Just come take it here, or every library or Kurdish community center.
Oh.
I give the people free. I make it 10,000. 10,000 is finished. Now Luna 183 and Launa help me. I make it another 10,000. Maybe after another 20,000, because I have to make it. I have to make it mostly every Canadian people know. Now, thank you so much with you and Launa Advertiser.
Thank you so very much for the time.
This is our family.
This is our life.
And we are Leuna.
I just started my training, and I am Leuna.
I've worked in construction for 40 years. I am, and always will be, Leuna.
This show is brought to you by Opal 183, Mayuna, feel the power.
I've worked in construction for 40 years. I am and always will be Liuna.
This is our family.
This is our life.
And we are Liuna.
I am an artist. I just started my training, and I am Liuna.
This show is brought to you by Opal 183, Mayuna, feel the power.
To Mitanni TV, Mitra show on Go Live Television, and my bit called Follow Me for a Day, or hashtag FMFAD. I have an interesting program today, and if we can start with our video. Downtown Toronto and begging for money. It was like a 6 to 10-year-old boy, and the problem was that I didn't know what to do, as further than giving him a $20 bill and some chocolate bar and calling 911. But that was not enough. I actually did a little bit of research. Here's the boy on the screen, and they told me on 911, they told me that he's probably a 30-year-old man, just leave him alone, and he doesn't really look like a 30-year-old man, if you ask me. And as you can see, the little cup on the floor. And this was on a Wednesday afternoon, about 2 o'clock. And if you can see, there's a lot of people walking around. Then I spoke to Jessica, and this is an interview with a person. Clinic, but just can I film your face? Sure. Jessica's my friend, and she'll tell us volume. Or, hi. I'm gonna ask you a couple of questions. Just where are we? What clinic? It's a clinic for who? Who am I? Why am I here? Why are you here? Why am I here? Why are you here?
Oh, I'm here to...
What is methadone for?
For addiction.
What is it's a medicine? For a person that says has no idea what
it is. So I used to do...
No idea what
okay. So I used to... Now I take methadone, so I don't do... Now I take methadone.
And opiates are... And opiates are... Street names for opiates are...
Like fentanyl, heroin, oxy... Yeah.
Even Tylenol 3s.
Yeah.
Even Tylenol 3s. And people don't know about. And both you and I, we kind of ended up in the same place, and we are in a washroom that has cameras that films how we pee.
To make sure that we don't use someone else's pee.
Yes, and so that we can get our medicine and be healthy people, correct? And that's what we have to go through. Just if you could give a word of advice to, say, a 16 or a 15-year-old maybe girl who is in a situation that you were in, what would you tell her? No?
Don't do it. And if you're gonna...
I know, didn't our parents tell us this? We sound like...
Well, it's just not worth it. You'll lose everything. Your looks will become diminished. You won't get anywhere in life. It's just not worth it, right?
I concur.
You can do way better.
I concur.
Jessica is struggling with her addiction problem. She's come here from Newfoundland. She's here all alone, and she works in the how can I say this properly? She works in the escort service industry, and she's struggling with her addiction. So we're gonna follow Jessica throughout the week, so hopefully see progress on how she's gonna improve her issues. But there's another group of people who are very much neglected, and we spoke about them last week as well. These people are the veterans of the Second World War, and the only time these old people are remembered is at least in Russia, is on the 9th of May, the day of liberation from Nazi-occupied Germany. So I went to a center called, it's called Bernard Bethel Center, which is a center for old people, or seniors, I apologize. And I arranged to do a free concert for them because they asked me to sing every year anyways, so I thought that this year I'm going to do it free. And Yuri, the performer from last week, he's going to give them a concert as well, and we're going to have a little bit on what Yuri is going to do for the veterans. But in the meanwhile, I have a little preview of what happened last week when Yuri performed, and he agreed to be the event, the director for my little bit, Follow Me for a Day. So here's Yuri and what he did on the show last week. Yuri finished or completed the Moscow Theatrical School, and he has all the credentials to make this TV show a little bit better for me. So I'm very, very thankful to my friend Yuri for joining my cause to hopefully help people and be helped in the process. I'm sorry. So here's Yuri last week on Go Live Television on Mitanni TV on my show, Follow Me for a Day. Yuri Ruzhyev. We're gonna follow Jess for every week because I see that's Yuri dressing up for rehearsal last week. If you can cut to the feet, please. Yes, and with the help of maybe our show will be able to help screen, please, with something physically. Okay, so thank you very much, Jess. And thank you. Bye-bye. This is go to the screen.
FM FAD, or Follow Me for a Day with Ilya Kaplan on February 7th of 2020. Thank you, Jess.
Can we show this? He's a wonderful performer, and this is him dressing up for that show upstairs at the Go Live Studios. Prior to beginning the show, we had this little video taken upstairs. But he does a great impersonation of Liza Minnelli and many other stars. And he agreed to help me with the theatrical production of this show. So here's Yuri.
Tenerte y perderte después. Quiero tenerte muy cerca, mirarme en tus ojos, verte junto a mí. Piensa que tal vez mañana ya estaré muy lejos de ti. Bésame, bésame mucho. Como si fuera esta noche la última vez. Bésame, bésame mucho. Y tengo miedo tenerte y perderte después.
It takes Yuri literally seconds to change his dress into a different performer every time. And he finishes last week's show with the performance of Tina Turner. So let's watch this and then we'll chase back to the program. So that was Yuri's performance, and after Yuri's performance, I have a friend of mine who is a singer in a wonderful quartet called Chanel 5. And Chanel will be performing as well at the Veterans concert on the 9th of May, and I'll keep you posted as far as where it's going to take place.
Ladies and gentlemen, Viva Cabaret!
So that was Yuri with Viva Cabaret, and that was him dressing up for the show. So I have a friend named Lina. Lina is going to be performing, and the next video is of her and her quartet singing «Они открывали для группы Браво». So here we go, and after which I would like to invite my friend Vlad, who is a math teacher, after this next video, and he's going to show us something very interesting, why math is important. But for now, Chanel number 5. they're going to be singing with me at this concert on the 9th of May, a free concert for the veterans of the Second World War that we're donating. These are the girls. We have our friend Vlad Pavlovich. He's a math tutor of all things. Would you like to come up to the stage, my friend? And Vlad's going to show us something interesting. Hi, Vlad. Yeah, have a seat. Perfect. Hi, Vlad. What are you going to share with us today? Who are you? What do you do? And what are you going to show us?
Hello again. I would like to play off the video. You've introduced your friend Yuri, and that's our common friend who introduced both of us. And with Yuri, I used to do quite a bit of clowning. I mean, literally, we were
clowns.
We were clown students taught by Alan Turner, who is known in Toronto as Clown Mullet. So he's one of the rare zombie clowns, and he was our clown teacher for 3 whole courses. He developed himself. And so we've known each other like that, and that would be a whole different story to reiterate what happened in the course, but...
Because we have 10 minutes or less than 10 minutes, right. Let's get to the bottom of things.
The whole point is that some skills that I got in clowning, I try to implement in being a tutor in math.
Would you like me to hold your microphone? I'll hold your microphone. You fine?
Well, I'll ask you to do so with me.
Cool. So what are we doing?
So I try to surprise students, and I try to make sure they learn something without really realizing they've learned, and make them understand that they got something, discovered something themselves in the end. So sometimes I may ask a totally unrelated questions, like, what's the biggest bear in the world?
Bear?
Yeah, I mean like the animal, bear.
Grizzly, a polar bear?
Uh-huh. And what's the smallest bear?
The smallest panda, I don't know, koala?
Panda?
Koala.
I'm not sure. I studied biology, but I never studied koalas.
Okay.
Well, but where do they live? Where does the biggest bear live?
The polar...
Right. Quite up north there, right?
Antarctica, I don't know.
And
the Arctic.
Small bears live mostly in really warm places.
Okay.
And why is that?
I don't know.
Well, here's another story. Keep that question in mind, though.
Okay. Small bears live where it's warm, and big bears live where it's cold. Okay.
Right, but why would it be important for a white polar bear to be big in order to survive in a really cold climate?
I have no clue.
Well, imagine a bear is this dice that I'm holding in my hand.
This box is a bear, okay.
Yeah, so this is a bear. I mean, abstractly, it's a cube. We can kind of...
Play along.
Play along, exactly. Now, what matters is that the energy, like the temperature, the heat, is emitted by every little cell in the body.
Okay.
So the more mass, the more volume.
So the bigger the animal?
Exactly. The bigger in volume
The
the
more it
animal
burns.
is, right.
The more it burns heat.
The more heat is kind of coming out of it.
Oh, more heat is coming out.
Right,
of
like
it.
more
Okay.
heat is coming from the
Okay.
energy, from
Okay, I get that.
all sorts of metabolism, eating and stuff. But then it goes out of the animal through the skin,
Okay.
and the amount of energy that leaves the animal is proportional to how much surface area there is on the animal's skin.
Okay, so each little pore of skin releases some heat.
Right.
and-
So
okay.
imagine this is a bear, a small one, and it travels north, like evolutionary speaking, and ends up needing to be bigger so that there's more heat coming out of his body. Imagine he becomes twice as big. And to make him twice as big, the length and width and height need to become twice as they were, right?
Okay, so the colder it is, the bigger he has to be?
Right. I mean, imagine it becomes twice as big.
Okay.
It used to be a single dice.
Okay.
Now, can you hold my microphone? Thank you very much. And the question is, how many dice I would need?
How many dice?
Well, that one's lost. How many dice I need in order to make it twice as big in every dimension?
I don't know.
Well, I mean, we don't need to know in advance because we can just put them together.
Okay.
So assuming it's visible, we have 1, 2, 3. Now we made this dimension twice as big. Now the second one, we have 4 already. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 little cubes.
Okay.
So as you see, it became 8 times more voluminous. But then the surface area, which used to be 6 little
Surface area
sides.
is
I mean, yeah, if you have a cube, it has 6 little sides, right? So, and now you can see there's 4
Yes.
times more. Because instead of 1 on every side, there's 4 on every side.
Times 6 sides, okay.
So you see, you have 4 times more
that's
the
20
skin,
that's
but you have
24 times
8 times more the amount of mass that produces heat.
Okay.
So really, there's more heat coming from inside, and that's the heat that is required to keep it warm in the extremely cold climate of.
So basically, an animal has to be this huge in order to survive in the Arctic, because if he was this huge, I mean this smaller, he would not have enough body area to have enough heat to warm himself up, or to basically, the colder it is, the bigger it has to be.
Exactly. In general, you may see the trend in rabbits as well, and the rabbits become more rounder, again, in order to have as less surface area exposed, less crinkly stuff. And on the surface, this little example could be an introduction.
Almost out of time.
Almost an introduction for kids why you need to study volume.
So study volume, because you need to find
Yeah.
out why creatures live where they live.
But then for the students who like more advanced math, it could be fractals, because fractals allow you the biggest surface area possible when it's super, super crinkly. If you imagine elephant's ears, they're really crinkly and have a lot of surface area.
Vlad, thank you so much for this little introduction to math. We're
Yeah,
going to follow you
it was a
and
pleasure.
follow us for today, and Mitanni TV with Mitra Show. And thank you very much for this wonderful episode. Happy Family Day, and have a great, great rest of the week. Thank you.